Okay. Alright, let's do that again. Okay, what's up, familia? It's Jasmine Kahlia. Yeah, so today we're gonna have a little look at Tremolo, which for me is an effect that I quite like when I'm using like when I'm looping. So I'm gonna show you actually two different ways in which I use Tremolo, and I want to talk about so basically Normally I work with my RC505. I've also got the RC202. So essentially those two are tabletop loopers. This one's got five channels, and the RC202's got two. But I began looping with a pedal looper called the Jamman stereo looper, which is just like a one track pedal looper. And when I began with that process, I was looping in that way for 6 years. And basically what I realized quite quickly is I couldn't use any effects, right? So when I used to create tracks, right, I used to imagine how can I make a tremolo effect? So tremolo, if you don't know, say for instance, if I am singing one of my songs, I don't know, how are you? So that, when I'm saying you, it's like flat, it's like a clear note, right? And tremolo, what it will do is it will add like a wave effect to it. So it'll be like, how are you? Like that, yeah? I don't know if that was a good representation of it. But I really wanted to have that effect for some of the songs that I've got. So I've got, for example, Rivers, I'm in the river. And I was like, how do I recreate that sound? So, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you quickly, right? So this is the technique that I used to use with the one track looper, where it was like, so let's just go with my last example, yeah? How are you? How are you? How are you, come on. So now with the tremolo, when I used to have my one track looper, I used to go, how are you? So, sorry, that didn't record. That didn't record at all. How are you? How are you? So as you can hear, it kind of gives a wave effect. How are you? How are you? Alright, cool. So, I kind of figured out that would be a really effective way to do it, whilst I don't have any effects units put into my pedal looper. But when I'm working with the RC505, they actually have it built in. So they've got tremolo and they've got vibrato, yeah? So if you use Ableton, you'll know that these are different effects that just come with Ableton. And I would test it out. So I'm going to go with the same how you, because I haven't got a lot of imagination right now. So it'll be like, let's make sure it's on the right thing. How are you? How are you? So it's the same effect, yeah? Obviously you can change the rate, so how quickly it is, and the depth and the wave, etc. How are you? How are you? So, depending on what kind of effect you want to go for me, I really quite like that effect because it gives a lot of texture, especially when you've got loads of layers of things happening. So, you might have your bass, you might have some atmospheric sounds, and then you've got something. You guys can tell that I listen to a lot of looped recordings back to back, and I might be going a bit mad myself. But anyways, yeah, so that is in a nutshell how to use tremolo, and how to use it both without an effects unit and with an effects unit. So yeah, hope you enjoy.